We knew change was coming. We felt the restrictions around us cinching in. The space we were occupying was about to burst open, and when it did, you know, what happened is this record.
Ready? It's a little bit different, I think. It's, I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, this record's a little different, you know? I mean, it's a little different as Blue was to Red and as Red was to all the first EPs.
I mean, we're checking out some different areas of the musical spectrum that we have never done before. Some really laid back, beautiful sounds, some really great vocal harmonies, and just sort of like beautiful tones that we never really messed around with before.
One of my favorite little bits to March to Sea is like right at the beginning where we do our nice little pretty intro, and then I'll hit that open harmonic and I just do a dive with like a vibrato, you know, because I love my vibrato now that I've got it. So you just bang, but it's cool because it just flows right into the song. You know, it's little bits like that that really set the mood for me.
Songs feel the same to us as the very early stuff did that was very aggressive and brutal. There's that, it's coming from the same place, it feels the same, we're doing it for the same reason, but it's, you know, there was a dam that burst this year, dynamically and, you know, compositionally, and we're just sort of going with it.
Like the last record, you know, it was definitely a guitar record, and there was like riffage. And you know, there was song structure as well, but I think this is definitely more of a drum and vocal record, just from the nature of what the songs, how they flow. I mean, there are great guitar parts in this album as well that you could find.
It's still a lot of notes. There's still a lot of notes.
Personally, I think it's just like bigger songwriting for myself.
You know, we started to consider the music more like songs and less random bits of noise that occasionally, you know, cohere and become some sort of music. This was, you know, this new stuff is all song-based.
But what we just opted to do was cut back on the parts. I think it was a big one. Instead of like, okay, let's do some crazy time signature across this really awesome riff, and then add this riff in there, and then smash another riff on top of that, and squeeze this one in here, and then just sprinkle a little more riff on top.
Sort of wrote drum parts into guitars and guitar parts into bass, so you kind of have to play it the same way every night, or else it doesn't sound like the song. I mean, you're paying more heed to the technique than the actual song.
Instead of doing it like that, we were like, okay, let's take a song structure, just cut through all that crap, and you get a normal song. It's like, it's really quite simple, really. We just stopped thinking about it too hard. That's all.
And now we've got a collection of things that I consider songs first and then performances second. So you can play it on a piano, you can play it on a harp, you could, you know, fucking whistle in a kazoo for all I care. Like, you know, the one stricture that I made sure that we would constantly adhere to on this record, which honestly we haven't done in the past, is we had to make sure that these songs were performable and playable. Despite the length and number of songs on the record, that's actually a new thing for us, that everything can be done. You know, we might not be able to perform it exactly as we've recorded it. It's a bit bigger than a 4-piece can handle, but as I said, foundationally, there's a song there.
We're super analytical dudes. All of us are. We'll overthink something to death. But then you just have to back away from it and go, oh, that's actually great just like it is. We don't have to touch it. We don't need to overanalyze this. You know, it's a song. We've written a song. It's a sentence, whatever.
I'm not making any, you know, grand pretensions that they're good songs or that they're great songs, but for us, you know, the fact that we've written a collection of songs and called it an album is a new thing for us, and we're excited about that.